What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and today we're going to be talking about Vegeta, and specifically why Vegeta should not get Ultra Instinct. Now, if you have not watched episode 122 of Dragon Ball Super, you might want to stay away from this video until you have, because I'm going to be going into what happened there, and there's a lot that happened in the episode that directly correlates to why I'm talking about this. So, obviously, the episode has a lot of Vegeta trying to, I guess, prove to Jiren that he's worthy of being respected as a fighter. And towards the end of the episode, there is a scene where Vegeta says, Kakarot can keep Ultra Instinct, I will defeat you in my own way. Which is kind of similar to what Gohan said to Goku when, back in episode 90, when they had that final fight before the tournament, Gohan was saying, you know, I want to have my own way of becoming stronger, different from how you do it. So, it's kind of cool that they are having Gohan and Vegeta both try to attain powers their own way and not just follow what Goku does. So, by this logic, by Vegeta saying that Kakarot can keep Ultra Instinct, that's basically him saying, okay, I want to gain my own powers, I don't want to just keep being one-up by a Kakarot and then catching up to him. That's not what Vegeta really wants, and you actually kind of get a sense to that in the next episode preview. There is actually a scene at the end where Goku says Vegeta's attained something beyond Super Saiyan Blue, and you can't really tell too much, but in the actual last shot, Goku's in Kaioken Blue, and then you see Vegeta in Blue standing next to him, but the blue has kind of a different kind of shininess to it. It may just be how it's animated, but it definitely seems like it. And plus, with Goku saying, oh, he's attained something beyond Super Saiyan Blue, you know, that could definitely hint at Vegeta having something next episode. Which is kind of crazy, because you would think, since next week we're probably not going to have Takahashi animating it again, or doing, you know, the episode, it's not going to look as good as this episode did, because this episode looked phenomenal. But either way, it looks like Vegeta will get some kind of extended blue. Or it could be close to kind of what happened in the manga. We don't really know with the perfect blue. But back to my main point. Because Vegeta said that Goku can keep Ultra Instinct, that's him not just saying to his opponent and everyone around him. It's him saying to himself, I don't want this form. I don't need it. I can get stronger my own way. I don't have to copy what Goku did. And if they were to then retcon that, like, let's say in 2 episodes, 3 episodes, if Vegeta's still in the tournament, oh, and obviously, like, Vegeta's still in the tournament, he doesn't lose. He does get knocked out of the fight in the end of the episode, but he's not out of the ring. So, obviously, Goku's going to step in and save him or whatever. Beginning of next episode, if Jiren tries to knock him out. But it would contradict his character completely if he said, I don't need Ultra Instinct, and then in 2 episodes he gets pushed to getting Ultra Instinct and doesn't have any other form. That would just completely defeat the purpose of what Vegeta wanted to do here. It's at first he was saying, you know, right after he saw Goku do it for the next couple episodes, he was like, I'll master Ultra Instinct before you. But this is a good way to develop Vegeta's character. For me personally, I don't feel like Vegeta's really developed that much in Super. He seems like he's pretty much been the same throughout all of Super. Like, yes, you know, he bowed down to Beerus. He got to kind of get his revenge against Frieza. And then, you know, the stuff with Trunks, but that's not really anything different. You know, at the end of the Buu arc, he was already capable of doing those things. So I feel like he hasn't really done too much. But being able to accept that, you know, maybe Goku gets a form that he can't attain, and going for something different to kind of still put himself on the same level as Goku. Still keep up with him power and technique-wise, but not by the exact same means, kind of like what Gohan's doing. We don't know if Gohan could even attain Blue, but he's trying to make his ultimate form the best it can be. So, I think this is a good way to develop Vegeta's character in Super. And I'm sure I'll get a lot of backlash, people saying, oh, Vegeta's developed so much in Super. And honestly, for me, he really hasn't. But, and I'm not a Vegeta hater. Like, Vegeta's a cool character. I just, you know, I'm not really emotionally invested in him at this point. But if he's able to get a form that's not the same as Goku's, that's a form all his own, You know, he always likes to say, even said in this episode multiple times, he's the Prince of Saiyans. So do something that's worthy of being the Prince of Saiyans. Do something that not a commoner Saiyan can't do. Achieve something that Goku, Gohan, Trunks, none of them will ever be able to attain. So if this new blue form, if it even is a new form, make it something that only Vegeta is going to be able to use, and that will be his own, that he can develop further and further. Maybe, whether it's Perfected Blue or whatever they're going to call it, you know, whatever kind of power-up he gets, maybe it'll be something that will just keep pushing forward throughout Super, and can eventually turn into something else that Goku will never have. Because I just feel like it's much more interesting, because in Z, you know, it was all about just Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3, you know, who was going to get it next. You know, it was first Goku in the Frieza saga, then Vegeta, and Gohan and Trunks. We saw it in the Android and Cell saga. Gohan got Super Saiyan 2, moved to the Buu arc, Goku has Super Saiyan 2, Vegeta has Super Saiyan 2, everyone's got Super Saiyan 2, and then Goten and Trunks went Super Saiyan, and then they went to Super Saiyan 3 after Goku got Super Saiyan 3, so it was always just a contest, you know, which Saiyan's going to get to this power level first. So it would make for a much more interesting story if each one of these Saiyans, you know, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Kale, Caulifla, Goten, Trunks, if they all become their own characters and attain, you know, whether Goten and Trunks ever fight again, you know, that's to be determined, but if they do, you know, all these characters should kind of have something else that they strive for in terms of power, instead of just being, like, for Goten, oh, my dad's got, you know, Super Saiyan Blue, I want to get Super Saiyan Blue, you know. Just because it's a way that they've attained God power, it doesn't mean that it's the only way. For all we know, Goten and Trunks might get something that transcends even Super Saiyan Blue later in the series. There's no way for us to really tell. But back to my original point about Vegeta, I just feel like it will be a super contradiction if in 2 episodes, let's say Jiren hits him with a big attack and Vegeta's in Ultra Instinct. He just said that he doesn't need that, so for the writers to write him that he now gets it, it would just be like, so what was the point of him saying he didn't need Ultra Instinct if he's going to get it anyway? So I just really hope they don't contradict themselves with that. But I want to know your guys' thoughts down below. Do you think Vegeta should get Ultra Instinct, even though he directly says he doesn't need it? And what do you think is going to happen with him in the future of this tournament? Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time.